to Am I Old Yet? An audio comedy by Floyd Kennedy about one old woman getting on with the aging process in her own way, whether she's helped or hindered by her family, friends, or anyone else for that matter. This is episode 8 of season 3, The Next Big Thing. Helen and a group of her friends from university days have been commissioned to write their memoirs. Sadie's has just been published and she's been interviewed by the New York Times, so Helen calls her up to congratulate her and to see what the next big thing is going to be for Sadie.
I'm reminding you, call Sadie.
Who? Shady? I don't know anyone called Shady. What are you talking about?
I'm reminding you, call Sadie.
Oh, Sadie! Oh, why didn't you say so in the first place? Oh, your accent is a bit dodgy, you know. Now go back to sleep or back in your box. Whatever it is you do when I can't hear you doing it. I'm going to stop talking to a gadget on the shelf and talk to a real live human being. At least I hope I am. Now, where is the Skype button again?
Friends are all so excited about it. Going on why I hadn't written a memoir before. It's not as if I were in a hurry to publish it. I wanted it all to happen in its own good time. It's taken me a lifetime to live it, and I'm not done yet.
I know exactly what you mean. I've no intention of getting mine published until I'm good and ready.
But now that it's over with and it's all out there, I'm getting such lovely feedback. I'm kind of glad that part of it is over.
Good, and good for you. I'm looking forward to reading it when it lands over here. But I did want to tell you how much I enjoyed the article.
Oh, in the New York Times Weekend Supplement. Can you believe it? Joey really went to town on the whole publicity thing, the book launch and getting me interviewed. It was her niece, Andrea, who organized it all from start to finish. She's so good at it.
Good to hear. You know she's in London now to get Janie's book for children launched?
Well, you can rest assured she'll do a great job.
Yeah, no worries there. I'm sure she knows what she's doing. So, tell me, what else have you been up to?
Nothing much. Although I have made an effort these past few months to actually get out and be with other people.
Yeah? How's that going?
Not quite as hard as I thought it would be. I found a couple of groups. I never thought I'd ever be someone who did that, but it's not so bad.
What sort of groups?
Well, one is a cookery class. We try different recipes each month. We meet up in this restaurant. It has a huge teaching room at the back. They run these classes. So they mail out the recipe and we all turn up with our ingredients and try making it under supervision.
Wow.
They're very good. And it always turns out edible.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yes, because there are 3 instructors and they watch us. And they sort of fix things if they see us going wrong.
But Sadie, you can cook, can't you?
Yeah, I can do regular meals, ordinary stuff. But I've never gone in for anything more exotic than French toast.
Okay, so what have you been making at your class?
Last time, we made Thai green curry with all the separate spices.
Oh, lovely.
And the month before was, what was it now? Oh, yes, Danish pastries.
Oh, yum.
Oh, they were. I had to share mine with my neighbors. Otherwise, I'd be the side of a house by now. We all had to make a dozen of them. Almond croissant.
Hey, my favorite. Where's mine?
Well, you're going to have to come over to my place, and soon.
Oh, I wish I could. So what was the other one?
Other one?
You said you'd joined a couple of groups.
Oh, it's a local. How can I describe it? It's a group of local activists. Yes, I've become an activist.
Gosh, what are you activating about? Activating? Is that a word? What is it activists do?
Well, this lot, they're a group of people trying to stop an out-of-town developer taking over a local park.
We have them here too. Bit of a losing battle mostly, but sometimes the good guys win. Always worth trying, I guess.
Well, that's what I thought. And it's an awful shame. It's a lovely park. Not quite in the center of town, but close enough that families can take the kids there to run around, ride their bikes around safely, before or after they do their shopping. I like to just sit there and watch them. It's lovely. And the town planners want to rip it up and turn it into a parking lot.
Oh, for goodness sake. So short-sighted, isn't it?
Oh, you're telling me. So I was just sitting there a few weeks ago, enjoying a little bit of sunshine that was around. And this couple came up and asked me what I thought about it. Well, of course, I didn't know anything at all about it. There were no notices up, nothing in the local news, nothing at all. So they invited me along to a meeting, and that was that. I became an activist at my age.
Well, good for you. Do you march around with banners? Sing protest songs?
No, nothing so exciting. Well, not yet anyway. We just meet up and talk about it, send emails, post stuff on social media.
Uh-huh. Are they nice people? Do you enjoy their company?
Well, that's just the thing. I really do. They're very nice and good fun. Mostly in their 50s, 60s, grandparents, with a couple of younger families and a few oldies like me.
Sounds like a good mix.
Yes, it is. And, well, you'll never believe it.
What? And why not?
Well, I've got an admirer.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm not sure about that. It's interesting in a bizarre kind of way.
How so?
Well, he's my age, but never been married. Very handsome. And I just assumed he was gay, but apparently not.
Yeah, never assume, eh?
You said it.
What does he do? Or what did he do?
He's a retired travel agent. He used to run his own business. He'd take small groups all around the world. Very exclusive.
Expensive?
Oh, I'm sure it was. Out of my league, that's for sure.
So he's given it all up?
Yeah, he sold his business to one of the big companies. Retired. Went off on his own to see all the places he's missed.
All of them?
Well, that's just the thing. He's still got a few on his list, and he wants to take me with him.
Yikes. Oh, that's a bit serious, is it?
Feels very serious to me. I've been on my own for so long. I'm very apprehensive at the thought of being in someone's company for an extended period.
I can identify with that. But then I've been on my own for way longer than you have.
Oh, that's true. After the first 5 years or so, I discovered I really enjoy it, answerable to absolutely no one. You do have your daughter, right? She's close by, isn't she?
Yes. And she has been quite clingy in a way, which is both flattering and annoying in equal measure. But I'll let you into a secret, Sadie.
Goody. I like secrets.
It's not really. Anyone who knows her knows it. She's actually finally growing into her own power, freely and amazingly.
How old is she?
About to turn 51.
The change, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure the shifting hormones have something to do with it. It's quite common, isn't it, for women to realise themselves more fully after the menopause.
Well, it sure worked for me. Horrible while it lasted. But once I got through to the other side, I did feel an amazing sense of release. Less bothered about other people's opinions. Less of that need to prove myself, even to myself.
Yeah, me too. Although it took me a long time to acknowledge that I had a different perspective on my own, sense of self-worth.
Me too. There's an element of, who cares? And also, what have I got to lose?
That's it. That's exactly what it feels like. And, as the years passed and I moved into this crone age that I reckon I can own, I am so much more outspoken than I used to be. I do occasionally try to temper my language when something really annoys me. But you know what? Mostly I just don't.
I know what you mean.
So what are you going to do about the new man in your life? Is this the next big thing?
Oh, I'm going to think about it long and hard. I'm not rushing into anything. If he goes off without me, you know what, Helen?
What?
I'll wave him off with a smile and a large glass of Pinot Noir in my hand. I'm quite comfortable with that.
And are you comfortable with being comfortable?
That's the thing, isn't it? Am I comfortable with not getting out of my comfort zone ever again?
Oh, isn't that a thought?
Scary.
Scary.
What would you do? Would you jump at the chance?
I have no idea. I would have to think about it.
Okay, you have a think about it. I am going to put the kettle on.
Good idea. Me too. That was episode 8, The Next Big Thing of season 3 of Am I Old Yet? By me, Floyd Kennedy. The role of Sadie was played by Judi Lehrhaupt and Helen was me. You can find out more about Judi if you head over to the website amioldYet.com/guests, where Judi has her own page. If you're enjoying the podcast, it would be so helpful if you could rate or review it, or both, in your favourite podcasting app, or if your app doesn't allow for it, then there's a page over at the website, amioldYet.com/reviews, where you can write what you think. It would also be absolutely wonderful if you could donate a few pennies, cents, to help support the ongoing production costs. You can do that at either buymeacoffee.com/amioldYet or over on patreon.com/amioldYet. And I'm really grateful for any help that you can give me here. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.